Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Freak Show. So glad to have you guys here on this awesome Wednesday night. Before we start with the news, I would like to introduce my beautiful guest, Melinda. Melinda, say what's up to everybody.
Hello, everybody. How is everybody tonight?
Give her a good answer, guys. No, I'm just kidding. So guys, this is Melinda. She's going to be joining me tonight on the weekly Wednesday live stream. I am so excited about this week. Obviously, it's not like last week where we got so much information, such as the theme. So we're just going to discuss a little bit of things and move on. But I do want to let you guys know that Melinda does have her own channel. And if you want to check out her channel, she did just post a new video today. If you want to watch some of her videos later after you're done watching this, there's a link to both of her channels in the description. Go check out Miss Melinda. So, and we'll talk a little bit more about her channel here in just a second. So let's talk about the news for American Horror Story. First off, Sarah Paulson gave a quote this week regarding working on season 9 of American Horror Story. She said basically that she's working so hard on Ratched that she hasn't had a chance to sit down with Ryan and discuss her season 9 character. So she has no idea who she'll play or even when she's going to play this. So this has spun on the internet as the internet does. Right, Melinda?
Yes.
Sadly, people think now that she is not going to return for season 9 of American Horror Story. And I want people to know that that's not what she said. Now, if she doesn't return, she doesn't return, but that's not what she said. She just said that she hasn't discussed it with Ryan, which Melinda and I were talking about that, and we think that's bullshit. We think he's definitely been in talks with Ryan and the rest of the writers, even had a good input on who her character is. And, oh, hi, Cooksy. That's right. Oh, baby. Wanted to, I guess, say hi to the YouTubers. So I think that that's just bullshit, and she absolutely knows who she's playing. And we're talking about a woman who played Sally, the hypodermic, Sally McKenna, on season 5 of American Horror Story, while simultaneously playing Marcia Cross on American Crime Story, two of her best Sarah Paulson characters. That's why. So I honestly think that it's bull that she's saying this and that it's not true at all. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, Melinda, why don't you fill the viewers in on your thoughts of this?
Yeah, I just think it's all hype because, like we were discussing, the fact is that Evan has been confirmed to not come back, although I still don't believe that baloney. He's coming back in some form somewhere. We might not know who he is, but he'll be there.
Yeah.
But even if he doesn't, why would they slam us in the gut with taking Sarah as well? She's going to be doing more behind the scenes stuff, more directing like she's done in the past, which she seems to really have a passion for now.
Yeah.
But she'll be there. She's not going to not be there.
Absolutely. And, and even if she isn't there, she'll either be behind the camera or she'll play a special cameo role, sort of like Evan. And of course how they say, oh, well, I'm not coming back. It's like you say, Melinda, I bet you he will in some aspect.
Yeah.
Maybe either they'll mention a part of his character, or they'll flash back to it, they'll cameo, something like that. I mean,
they'll find a way so that Evan Peters is still in the season. Like you said, I didn't even think about that, but that's genius. Even if they do some kind of flashback or to one of his characters that now connects with season 9 somehow, like if Kai's, psychotic uncle, which I know it'll be nothing like that, but just whatever, the connection, just to show that character, that would be awesome. Now, if they're going to do that, we know the trending hashtag justice for Kit. So is that an option?
Absolutely. We want to know more about what happened with Kit this season. So absolutely. We want to know why the aliens took him or why they thought he was special. And then when they took him, like, did they cure him after? Did they save him? Did they bury him and then erect a great big statue to him in their alien society? I mean, what happened? I do want to give a huge shout out to Rachel. Rachel, so glad to have you here. Hello, Emily. Princess Faith, you are incredible. And of course, Russell, thank you so much for gracing us with your gorgeous presence. Can't Shake You, Mel, thank you so much for being here. Marvel Fanboy, AHS News Updates. Don Ford, you are so great. Thank you so much for you always being here as well. Yeah. Thank you to Timothy Manley and AHS Apocalypse. Sorry, something is kind of dinging in my house. It sounds like my smoke detectors are going low on their batteries. Let's see. Thank you so much, Trailer Files. Tammy Sifford, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much, D King, no name though. Charles Wilson. I mean, thank you so much to everybody in the comments for being here. I greatly appreciate you all. Do not forget, if you are enjoying the stream, please thumb it up and click the subscribe button so that way you can subscribe for when I go live or news updates for American Horror Story 1984. So since we have talked about Sarah and the rumor, absolutely, Melinda, let's talk about 1984, girlfriend. Are you waiting for more trailers or teasers before you take a guess on what 1984 is, or do you truly feel like it's going to be a slasher?
Now, do I truly feel it's going to be a slasher? No. Do I truly want it to be a slasher? Yes.
Absolutely.
But that, like we were saying, though, it's the first teaser, and they're very known for misconstruing things and leading us down a different path just to throw us off. So you never know.
Exactly. I mean, remember the season 6 teasers? I mean, only one of them had something to do with the season, and yet that didn't really. It was just the person cutting the teeth and the teeth falling, and even the teeth didn't have anything to do with Roanoke. They just had it rain teeth one day, and that was it. Nobody got nobody had a tooth pulled. Oh yeah, actually they did. The Pokes pulled out some teeth when they were.
Oh yeah, they did.
That's right. I forgot about that. I'm glad we're talking about
it. But season 6 was like an anomaly. The way they did that whole thing, like they'd never done that before, and thankfully haven't really since. So,
well, do you think it's a conspiracy theory, Melinda? Because of course, there's the 1984 book by George Orwell. There's also the new Wonder Woman 1984 movie, and what else? There's some more 1984 stuff that is complete. That movies and books or television shows are coming out with, and is a part of the conspiracy. So,
yeah.
See, don't knock over mommy's lights, baby. So, do you think there's something to that, or do you think that it's just a coincidence?
No, I think everything Ryan does is for a reason. Even if he doesn't realize it right away, he may be like, "Oh yeah, that's how I connected that." But there's always a specific reason for why he picks or does what he does. So, I mean, I definitely don't think that it's a coincidence that they titled it 1984 with George Orwell's book being 1984.
Okay.
And then just with all of the everything that came in 1984 itself, the explosion of the 80s was basically right there in the middle. So, I mean,
yes.
I would love to see if they could somehow combine a little bit of everything. I think that would be amazing.
Well, what is something that they've never done yet on the seasons? I think we've knocked it down to werewolves are like the only supernatural element, maybe poltergeist, that they have never done. So we'd have to, I guess, do a little research on supernatural elements and see if we can kind of guess what's going to happen. Now, I do see right here, Marvel Fanboy says that my English teacher thinks it's basically going to be like summer camp, and they're throwing us off with the title. Oh, and No Name, though, came up with a really great supernatural element that we didn't think of, and that's mermaids.
Oh, so, yeah. Like sirens and mermaids. People have been asking for those two for a long time, too.
I'm sure it'd be difficult to shoot, though, under the water like that, or like all the graphics, the CGI would probably be expensive. So I'm sure they have thought about that. I'm sure that's definitely crossed their minds. But sadly, just budget-wise, I bet they couldn't. They probably can't do it. Like I know The Walking Dead, in the comics, Rick's hand was cut off, and they were going to originally go with that in the show, but CGI-wise, they did it to Herschel's leg instead. And then, as you notice, immediately almost Herschel lost his leg. He lost his head too. Spoiler, I'm sorry.
Right.
But I mean, they just couldn't afford the CGI for every single episode. And if The Walking Dead couldn't afford the CGI and the height almost of their popularity, then I have doubts that American Horror Story would be able to absolutely afford the CGI for an entire 12 or 10 episode season. So, yeah. Shiva with CGI, says Tammy. I know, Tammy. That's because you are the go-to gal for knowledge on The Walking Dead. But I hate to remind you, spoiler, hashtag spoiler, Shiva didn't last long either.
Yeah.
She did.
They put a lot of money into that, though. They really did.
Yeah, they absolutely did. And it was a very beautiful part of the story too, when she had died. So I like how they did that. So, but yeah, I mean, so we should definitely do our homework, find out what supernatural elements they haven't included. And this, just by logic, going through there and just thinking, okay, well, they haven't done it because of this one. Well, they haven't done this one. This is one they could definitely do. So maybe that'd give us an idea of what they're going to go for. We definitely know there's going to be Sarah Paulson lost in the woods somewhere in this motherfucker. I mean, it's just natural. It's going to happen. She's every season.
She's going to be there.
For Freak Show.
Calm down. Calm down, people. She will be there.
Yeah, I mean, she's going to be lost in the woods screaming somebody's name to help her. So she's going to be back for that. Can't Shake You Mel asks, Mary, what do you think about people thinking Bloodyface is going to be the killer when he first started, or another copycat?
Not Bloodyface. Not Bloodyface. It would be too much time.
So tell me, Melinda, what do you think on that? The time frame?
Bloodyface Jr. Well, if it was, Bloodyface, if it was Thredson, but if it's Johnny Morgan, it makes perfect sense. And that's actually one of the theories that I came across that I really liked, was the fact that maybe this was Johnny Morgan before he, we saw him the way we saw him later.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think you're right with the timelines not really matching up, but I do like the idea that this is a young Bloodyface. Of course, I think a lot of people were thinking that, Michael would be in Apocalypse, and everybody was right on that fact. And of course, I was on my video saying, nope, definitely don't think Michael is going to be in season 8. And then all of a sudden, boom, Apocalypse is released. And I'm like, right. Okay, I know when I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Michael's definitely going to be in this fucking season. So absolutely. Yeah, that was. So, I mean, I guess we just won't know until we get more information. Melinda, on your personal opinion, when do you think we will get another teaser? I know they just released one. It's been like, a week since we got the one. Excuse me. I forgot to get my water. When do you think they'll drop a second one on us?
I think they're going to make us wait for it. I think it's because they gave us this one earlier than they've ever given one. So I feel like they're going to let us sit on it and listen to the theories and listen to what everybody thinks and just sit back and laugh and be like, nah, ha, 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 it's this. But I think they're going to make us wait a little while, and then they'll give us another one. Maybe after Comic-Con, do you think?
Maybe. Yeah. Because when is Comic-Con? I mean, that's the San Diego one, right?
Yeah. June, I believe. We were just discussing it with Michael. I believe it's in June. I could totally be wrong, but I believe it's in June.
I said I needed some water, and then my son comes and hands me some. My kids.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Thank you, V. So hopefully, yeah, we will. Hopefully, we will definitely get another teaser soon. But I definitely agree with you. I don't think it'll be, like they did with Roanoke, how they released one on Tuesday at 2 p.m. every week.
No.
But I definitely think that they're going to be working on the filming and the script right now, mostly, and fine-tuning everything and homing down the actors, excuse me, and the characters and everything, and not really focusing too much on marketing. It just seemed to me that they just kind of gave us a little yummy carrot to dangle in front of us, to yet take one little bite off of and still dangle while we follow behind them. Emily says that 1984 is such a broad theme, but you know, Emily, I mean, she is very true. I mean, it is very true. We were talking on my American Horror Story weekly Wednesday live stream for patrons. We were talking about, does the 1984 refer to music? Does it refer to movies? Does it refer to a book, an icon, a major event? You know, American Horror Story usually takes some sort of major true event and implements them into the season. So absolutely, that's definitely something to speculate on, to wonder about. So yeah, it's so fun, yes, for fans to be doing this now while they're before they start filming. It gives us something to do instead of sitting here like we did during season, just wondering what the theme was and going crazy. I know I did. All right, guys. Well, thank you all so much. I do want to say very quickly, thank you so much to all of my patrons. All of my patrons usually get the theory videos, the live streams, all that stuff. And we did an American Horror Story weekly Wednesday live stream for patrons. Theirs happens at 8 p.m. And then, of course, on my channel, it happens at 9 p.m., but they get theirs for much longer. And we talk for a lot more. So thank you so much to all my patrons. And new video coming out comparing American Horror Story to the Quentin Tarantino effect. All of my patrons have had a chance to watch the video, and that will be coming out on my channel this week. So be ready for that. And yeah, I'll definitely see you guys next week. I definitely have more theory videos coming for you to take your wig. And of course, I'll be back next Wednesday to live stream. Melinda, thank you so much for being with me. I greatly appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And before we do go, would you mind letting people know about your channels, please?
Yes. My channel, standalone channel, is Irish Melly's Chaos. And I had a new video come out today, a mystery horror unboxing for all of you unboxing fans out there. There's some AHS merchandise in there. There's some other stuff in there. So you guys go ahead and check that out. Then we also have Mother Supreme's Cabinet of Curiosities, which I am a part of with some other patrons from Mary's channel. So we have our own channel, and Mary comes on occasionally and does some stuff with us. We just did a show with Mary covering 1984 for the breaking news. And we're actually, for the next 2 weeks, we're going to be doing something a little different, couple things. Not this week, but next week, we're going to touch on the book 1984 by Orwell. And this week, we're going to be covering haunted houses.
Ooh. Say it again.
Haunted houses.
Oh, all right. That's badass. I love it. Guys, if you want to watch any of Melinda's videos or check out any of her channels, links to both of them are in the description. So please go check them out. And yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it. Subscribe for more. I'll be back with more information. So thank you guys. I love you all. And I will definitely see you guys next live stream. Bye, everybody.